Little Luigi here, Celeste Spring Collab episode 25, which means this is the 75th Celeste episode. Why do I have so many Celeste episodes? I need to stop. I clearly have an addiction. Someone please help me. I mean, let's hit 100. Let's go for 100 Celeste episodes. So I can do a Celeste, montage video for you guys. So I have an excuse to do that, by the way. I don't want to be forced to do it. What the frick? Oh, that's right. Now it's all coming back to me, you know. Doing the three Celeste episodes followed by 3 Hollow Knight episodes. I like it way better than alternating. I mean, the first episode kind of confusing, but I immediately get back into the rhythm of it. And then I can just smoothly do it and not have to worry about me not knowing what the frick is going on. So I like it. But there is the problem of me having to think of something to commentate about for 3 days. But I do have like 3 days to think about something to commentate about. And also the extra day for editing and uploading item feeds, so that's weird. But I might upload it. Who's making freaking noise? I might upload a words non-item feed, non-sand video that's a game show on the Luigi server. Ooh, fancy. So yeah. The first thing on my notes. First of all, let me get this freaking. What? Come on, I had it. I was gonna say let me get this freaking screen done. But apparently, I wasn't able to do it. Like I was stuck on it. I was stuck on this map. Huh. But the first topic is the Patreon behind the scenes. So yeah, so Percival. Wait, when did I talk about it last? Oh god, what's the timeline of events? Well, Percival found it. I don't know how they. Oh no, Max found it, right? I think Max found it first for some reason. I mean, it is like on the channel banner, but like I don't know. I thought I could have snuck it in there without anyone noticing. But no, and I think he found it, and then Percival subscribed to it. I don't think that's the wording. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, I've uploaded a few clips there now. So basically, it's gonna be behind the scenes, plus get a few extra Luigi points. You know, when you get them. So that was my compromise for buying the Luigi points. I already talked about that though. Am I missing one? Oh yeah, and of course, he gets shouted out at the end of the game show videos, which is epic. Oh god, oh, frick, I wasn't ready. Hold up, I can't speak and do this part, it's very awkward. Don't worry, I got this. Frick! So along with the behind the scenes video, so far it's the behind the scenes was for gaming videos. And drawing the items in Item Feud, which is also kind of combined drawing the sand personifications, which has been weird. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna transition to this. Sand has got over 50 people, and you know, I would have thought that, you know, yes, over 50 people, but you know, the more I think about it, the more I realize if I get this, I'm not gonna be able to handle this many people. The main concern is with the amount of channels in the Discord server, because I like to keep archives. I should have just made a different server and kept archives at a different server, but might have to make another server for alliances and such, which is super lame, but it just is gonna happen once I reach the channel limit, which will happen. Also, keeping track of 50 different decisions. I mean, it's not that hard if I use my spreadsheet correctly, but I feel like that's gonna be like, oh god. And also, the new people not having any idea what the frick they're doing, because sand is actually more complicated than you might think. But I've specifically made the first challenge like easing you into the game show challenge and trying to teach you what the frick you're supposed to be doing. So hopefully that works, and hopefully I can have some target shenanigans going on with some of the challenges, like involving that in the challenges. So woo. Anyway, so yeah, that was my concern. But Sand still has a long, well actually it's like 10 days now left. I mean, I can't really keep track of time. But anyway, along with the behind the scenes, I've just uploaded a Celeste clip because I realized I'm hitting 75 episodes. I was like, yo, let's watch my first... Hold up. Pause that thought. I hate it. I hate this fucking stupid beta line. So yeah, I went back and watched the first episode, and man, it sucks. I didn't realize. It's just the first episode though. The game audio, it doesn't really suck that much, but the game audio is so loud, and I think it's also the one that gets corrupted. I can't tell. I think that's the second episode maybe. But yeah, and also I just don't commentate, you know. This series is definitely like has made me like, I don't know, not really learn. I guess it is learn how to keep getting words out of my mouth. But you know, I just didn't do that in the first episode. There's lots of silence, probably because I played it before. It was just a train wreck, but everyone loved it apparently. I don't know. I'm clearly I'm just too harsh on myself, and I'm just a master YouTuber. Sorry, I had a giant pause there for no reason. And then I watched the second episode, and I thought about all the times that I've talked about stuff, and you know, because no one watches the series, so I thought it'd be fun to put the clips, but only for the Patreon people, so that I can get people to spend money. I mean, so that I can have more content for the amazing patrons. So I just did one that where I explained the origin of Little Luigi points, because I did explain that in the Little Luigi pointers video, didn't I? I don't know if I explained it in depth as much, but whatever. Right? Basically, I'm just gonna do Celeste clips and behind the scenes, and we'll see what happens. Maybe more. I also added a thing that gives you the green plumber patron rule, and you get access to a special chat where you can also I don't know what you can do, just react to the posts. I don't know, it's just kind of a thing that Patreon kept telling me to do. I was like, fine, I'll do it, man, I'll do it. What the frick, there's two going on at once? Why is there a laser going on there? I'm just too unconfident. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna know when to stop this episode. So yeah, ooh. Now, I don't know if I should say the money that I've made through monetization, but I'm just gonna tell you that I guess it's more than I was expecting. Last time I had monetization, made $3 in a year or something. I don't know what it was, but it was, I do remember I made $2.96, I think exactly. Yeah, they are doing two at once. $2.96 in like a year or something, so I was not expecting much. But you know, the Undertale videos apparently brought in more than I would expect, so it's epic. And oh god, I forgot the next topic already. Well, I can focus on this actually. That's more important, you know. You guys are coming here for the gameplay, right? Not my terrible commentary. Dang it! Alright. Don't mind me. Inspirations for the game shows. Of course, the main one is TWOW. Carry KH, big inspiration. Like, it's the main format of my videos. Like, he does the 1A voting videos and the 1B results video. And he made like a little game show thing entertaining. And I basically remixed that into Stellar, which was the first one. And I think also mini TWOWs were inspiration for some of the interesting twists in the game shows. What the frick what am I doing here? I guess I'm speedrun dashing, but I freaking hate timing, man. I hate it. What the frick? What the frick? Hecking heck. Okay, and yeah, so some of the mini TWOW twists, like having items and such, and then I made my own mini TWOW. Well, the first mini TWOW I made was so I could get a badge that said that I made a mini TWOW. It was called LT Bababa Fire. It's basically a troll TWOW, you know. Oh wait, oh, we're here again. All right, I got it. No. Why am I clapping every time I die? Yes, I made item box 12 because I thought that would be interesting. You know, items are interesting. It was kind of not unbalanced and it was a bit of a failure, but it inspired Item Feud, which was the second game show I've ever made. And that one, you know, I guess I thought it wasn't that great of a game show, but looking back, it was actually kind of epic, you know. But I thought it wouldn't be a good, so I canceled it and said I wouldn't do a second season. But then I thought of the idea of how to do a second season, which is the lives twist and actually working together, and that people make the items at the start. I don't make them, so that's how Item Season 2. That was inspired by, I think, your guys' passion for it, and I think you guys had some ideas for it. I know Nick made a suggestion, that a big one that made it into the game, which was having players that place higher have more options to choose from. Why did I do that? And I really like that suggestion, so thank you, Nick. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I couldn't figure out if I was pronouncing it right, but apparently I am, because I haven't gotten any complaints. Nikaunuk, something like that. And the one for Sand, of course, it's Mario Party's a part of it, you know. The game, obviously the challenges are inspired by Mario Party, considering that they're stolen from it. They're inspired by Mario Party, Trivia Murder Party, and, you know, the Nintendo Party games, Wii Party, Wii U Party, all that Nintendo stuff. And what else? I think I'm missing one, but it doesn't really matter. And the big inspiration was Survivor, because since Brandon invited me to play Survivor / Big Brother games, and I was like, that's pretty cool, and I wanted to make that into a game show of my own. So that was one of the inspirations for Sand, like the whole social part of the Survivor, like, well, the voting one person out, I tried to include, but, you know, clearly Sand is not meant to have a boring voting period that is like randomly kind of squished in. I don't know, you know, looking back on it, it's kind of weird. But that was, of course, inspired from Survivor. The big Survivor part of the game is just getting alliances and socializing and maybe even tricking people, which, you know, kind of hope that... Dang it! Come on, I hate this freaking map! Kind of hope that happens. With the whole everything... I mean, everything is going to be anonymous, because I made the lives anonymous as well, to make it even harder to tell what happened in the challenges. It might make the, you know, playing the game in the now not enjoyable, but I don't know. I think it's worth it for the anonymity. So yeah, that's my inspiration: Survivor, Mario Party, mini Twows and Trivia Murder Party. And the make your own game, the question mark one that's coming up is inspired by the one server org I was on that I just ripped off and called Sandbox. It was something like Cosmic Galaxy, something like that theme. Yeah, that's the inspiration for that. Ugh. And I do have an idea if I ever do Stellar Season 3, but I don't know. Stellar is like kind of the lame game show now, you know. So, but I could do a mini Stellar Season and have my new idea for that. But, you know, Stellar Season 3 isn't going to be soon if it does happen. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing these freaking game shows. I don't want to be like, alright, let's plan ahead 50 years or something. I don't know. Next topic. Oh, wait. Friends IRL? What am I supposed to talk about? So I have Friends IRL. Alright, next topic. Oh, yes. The Game Grumps. I already talked about Game Grumps Danganronpa series, but it's gotten worse, man. It's gotten worse, you know. I wasn't. Well, I still am not subscribed to Game Grumps. I just didn't watch any of their videos because they were not funny, you know. They just weren't. They also weren't entertaining either, so it was lame. But then they they were gonna then they started a Danganronpa series. It was like, hey, and you know, first episode was exciting as the first episode of it Danganronpa could be. And am I gonna be able to do this without spoiling? It's the first one, but I think so. But you know, over time, it got worse and worse, and it's really come to. There was a point where I looked at the comments and everyone was criticizing it, but I mean, I don't see that anymore. But I guess it was just the one episode everyone was criticizing. But yeah, Aaron's attitude was like, man, this game is bad. It started off fine because he was joking about how they repeat stuff, which, you know, fair enough. If you're gonna criticize the game, you know, you can make a joke out of it. You might as well make a joke out of it, is what I meant to say there. Because otherwise, it's just kind of like you bash on a game. Like, no one wants to see you mad at a game as a respawn system or something. And like, I don't know, that'd be stupid. But sorry, man, tongue twister. Can't articulate my thoughts. Over time, it got worse, and you know, Aaron started complaining about the game more and more, and it's not like he made jokes about it. He still made jokes about it sometimes, but it was just not fun to watch someone complain about a game and be like, wow, this is stupid, this is too easy, or it's too hard, or it's holding your hand, etc., etc. And it's just not fun to watch. But meanwhile, on the other side, which is Dan, he's not doing that. So I stay to watch the series, of course, to see some reactions and some insightful commentary from Dan's side. But it's just gotten worse. Aaron started using a walkthrough, which is fine. I actually couldn't care less. But it definitely seems like he got spoiled for the game. Can't say for sure, you never know. But it pretty much seems like that. And it's just kind of like, why would you do that, man? I mean, well, we also wouldn't know if he was accidentally spoiled. So I meant to phrase it like, I can't say this part because of spoilers, but basically there's some spoiler stuff that I really am not a fan of. Microphone, don't fall. But I have kept watching because Dan's reaction is pretty cool, and apparently they're gonna do the second one, which I've heard is much better than the first one. So hopefully we don't hear Aaron complaining about it every few seconds, and that'll be nice, and they'll change their attitude. But that's just me hoping for the best. And sorry, I was looking at my notes. Oh god. Okay, so there's a subreddit called Rant Grumps where people complain about Game Grumps because in the Game Grumps Frick Me subreddit, if you complain about them, they kind of trash you and you get downvoted. And you know, with Rant Grumps you can actually do that, but they definitely over exaggerate, and they're kind of like, there's a lot of posts where I'm like, all right, yeah, this is stupid. But you know, it's still always fun to hear about it, because like sorting through controversial, like I said this already, but I like sort by controversial for the comments, because it's always interesting to see like people having this crazy opinion about a post or something, and it's just fun to see people argue sometimes. And that's how I see Rant Grumps as well. Yeah, sometimes they're just kind of like, all right, you're over exaggerating, you know. And I think that was the end of the Game Grumps rant that you guys did not care about. Let me focus, because, like, I cannot do this for some reason. Frick! This is so dumb! Oh, and the Game Grumps subreddit has been trashing, well, in the video post, they've been, like, trashing Aaron, apparently. Well, not apparently, they actually are. And, like, yeah, it's crazy. And there's a lot of bad stuff on, I guess, either side, like the people over exaggerating their hate for the series, and then people defending defending the Game Grumps way too much. Like, come on! But yeah, that's always going to happen. Extremes always exist, but I am not going to talk about that at all. That is not something I want to rant about. Wait, I didn't look at my other notes. Gosh, well, luckily I freaking died. Bonus being banned. Alright, guys, so Bonus started off joining Sand Season 1. I guessing through my channel because they saw the BFB intro song remix, and like a lot of small tiny babies, children, watch it, which means that it's going to get a lot of children subscribed to my channel, which, you know, not particularly a fan of, but I can deal with it. The frick! Do I have to die? I don't get it, man. It's so unfair. I hate it. I hate it. But yeah, Bonus is a small child, which means he is not aware when he is doing things that are rude or unpleasant. And in the first season, everyone was hating on him and saying that he was toxic. I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't really think that, but near the end, he started being rude, and then he started spamming very inappropriate stuff, and I was like, alright, I have to ban him. And maybe that was too harsh, but he came back, and I was fine with it, because, you know, no reason to ban him permanently. But it came back, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And then it started up again. It started being kind of rude, kind of interjecting, breaking the rules. A bit, I think we're not for sure on this, but he probably griefed the Sand challenge spreadsheet twice. I don't know for sure, but I don't see why it would happen, but we don't know for sure, so I can't say. And what was the other stuff? Oh yeah, I joined with an alt that said I am, you know, bad stuff about me that I do not want to repeat because it's a family-friendly PG clean channel. Except when you guys say freaking terrible things. My god. My gosh. Oh gosh, my train of thought. And then he had to be muted for that. And then he kept using alts. I'm pretty sure that was legit, even though you guys were adamant that, or no, you weren't adamant, but you were like, yeah, this is definitely not true. But I mean, I think it was pretty clear he actually kept getting locked out of his account because he didn't know what he was doing. And it's not like it was a problem. I just kick his old account and then make his new one a contestant. So that wasn't much of a problem. But finally, you know, he's still breaking a few rules. Like, I can't exactly remember them, but I definitely remember I had to warn him for a few things. And then he told me in DMs that like the contestant count was going to be like, I think it was 32, and he said it was going to be 33. It's soon going to be 33. And then I didn't even notice it at first, but someone named Master John joined and they said hi. I was like, okay. And then they DM'd me asking if they wanted to join the server or item feud. And that's when I became pretty skeptical. And I said no. And then he joined the other servers, and then he started, you know, kind of spamming ads for Bonus. And that's basically the last straw that broke it. And, you know, I cannot have this. I've warned you many times, you can't use alt, you can't be spamming ads, this is ridiculous. So, I banned him permanently. It's probably not gonna be permanent, but it's gonna be for a while. It's just too much for me. We still have other kind of young people, but they're kind of following the rules. I mean, there's a few warnings here and there, but I'm fine with them. I mean, some of these submissions are like, are they throwing? I can't tell, but apparently 2 people so far have submit suicide freaking submissions, so, like, come on, freaking annoying to deal with. But, you know, that's just the struggle of having a BFB video. Next up, item feud, editing items, teamwork. What? Well, item feud editing, it doesn't always take an entire day or something, or more than a day. But sometimes I take breaks and I'm like, I'll just upload this tomorrow because the deadlines are there in the afternoon and it's kind of weird to upload at night. But actually, most of the videos have been taking just like, well, so the deadline would be like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. And then I'd edit the video, do all that stuff throughout the night, and I'd be about pretty close to done at the end of the day, and then in the morning I'd do the finishing touches, and then I'd be ready to upload. That's basically how it's been so far, although it's gotten harder and harder because, you know, more items, more complicatedness. So, oh, and I think the items are looking fine, although we've only used 3. I'm not too concerned. I'm a bit concerned about stacking multiple good items together. Oh, and the guest commentator usage by Percy kind of failed that a bit. I kind of last second sent Percy the script, which is he was supposed to be able to like improv it and such. And he was basically just supposed to say like, in first place is that. Well, he wouldn't say anyone because I can't spoil it. But I should have told him that what exactly he was supposed to do. But I think it worked out great anyway. I think the interrupting him, it was kind of a bit of funny, you know. And just having his voice muffled, I don't know, something about that I really liked. So I think it was epic in the end. And the guest commentator kind of OP, but you know, we'll see how it goes. It might be too common. I don't want to have people guest commenting every other episode, you know. And you know, handling item usage is probably gonna get complicated. I mean, item feud is already a bit complicated, having to handle all this stuff. So I've had like a checklist of stuff to do after voting, after results. Yeah, that I have to check off. So it's been fine, but I'm kind of worried that it might take too long to do. You know what? But I think it's gonna go fine. Oh, and also people need to like do the teamwork part of item feud because they're not doing it. It's like a big part of this season. Last season didn't have any teamwork, but this season, like, it's supposed to be all about the teamwork, man. Why am I still on this freaking screen? I hate it. Celeste clips. I already talked about Celeste clips. Sand channel limits. Uh-oh. How long has this episode been? Uh-oh. All right. Ah, come on. I had a feeling that I had it, but nope. Bye.